Hey there, I am JP and it is finally time to play the new RoadCraft DLC Rebuild expansion. I would like to start off with Contamination and then go to Wash Out, and after this is done, I would like to go back to the base game and try the new vehicles on Sandtrap and of course Kernel. Now of course this DLC will get its own playlist, so everything is nice listed separately from each other depending on what you would like to watch. Of course this time I will get into the map details. The train transporting chemicals when sudden seismic activities led to a soil collapse. The subsequent hazardous spill threatens the environment in the area and you're tasked with mitigating the damage. This mission involves both direct intervention like scouting and removing chemical waste and indirect assistance with the water purification process. And you know what? I would like to start off this time with Dawn72 Malamute. Now for the people who don't know, I have already test played this DLC only up to the first two missions of this very first map, so anything else I have no idea about what is going to happen and what will happen. Map is very beautiful. I love it. Nice and green after all those sand on sand swept, and of course the autumn in the other maps. And so far I found this map very interesting, especially with these bridges, which I seen something on the trailer that I haven't been thinking about, but we will get to that point once we get there. I do believe there is no Kelly. I could be wrong. Nope, no Kelly. Now of course in this case I'm just playing on the most easiest difficulty because I would just like to enjoy the game for now. It may be at some point we could do some other things. Now the base is actually behind here. I have already checked that out in the test play at some point. Well, actually it was after the test play when I got a good tip of a viewer saying that I could put the difficulty on completely easy, and which allowed me to just buy all of the vehicles without money, which was very nice. Now this time I'm not gonna make a little mistake by going into that part there, but just right away here the grass. There we go. Now if you play this DLC, would you first like to start off this map or would you like to start off the other map? Let me know in the comment section. I'm wondering, and I especially wonder why you would do that. Alright, then of course we got the ginormous train terminal right down here. Now there will be some parts that I'm of course going to skip, but with respect of course. Because I can imagine there might be some people watching who have not seen me test playing it, so for them everything will be new. For other people it's gonna be the same thing until that part. I think it was where I did the Convoy. Yeah, I did went into the map exploring it for a bit, and yeah, I flipped my truck. I even believe at some point I ran out of fuel trying to rescue it, or it was like a different one. It was a lot of fun though. Alright, and then down here we should have the base, right? Now, I said something about the bridge, right? There was something that I didn't think of, which I don't know why, but yeah, on the trailer it was like, oh, you know what you can do? Look, you can winch to it. But this thing is not going to move anything at all. Of course it's still on handbrake, very good. Alright. And yeah, I understand what happened with the door with the Tinky on it, because on all of the other maps they always blocked everything off with putting stuff in the front of it. Okay, we revealed a new area, which is this down here. And oh yeah, we need to bring this vehicle to the base, so let's just do that. Which was also a lot of fun because I thought to be a smart ass and I went right to the ditch here and I got stuck. So in this case I am not gonna do that again. I'm gonna drive around as it was meant to be. I mean, of course, if you like a challenge or something like that, you could do that. I tried it, but let's go in here. But this thing doesn't have a winch now. Okay. Let's turn everything on and get through the deep water and then up to the roads. Ooh. Okay. I do not remember it was this crazy though. Am I stuck already? Kinda. Okay. Whew. I was afraid I had to get the other vehicle. Yeah, in this case, if I could redo this again with a new vehicle, I would have chosen the other one with has the exhaust pipe up front sticking above roof height. So if I would have needed to save this vehicle, it would be safe enough to, you know, get into the water with it. Man, it feels like more difficult for some reason. And honest, I sometimes have a little bit of like lag spikies here and there. I'm not sure why. I cannot remember with the test play having that though, to be honest. Or maybe it's just loading in the map, or just because it, yeah, it did it again. I'm gonna keep an eye out on it. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Alright, we got out of it, and then we're just gonna follow the roads, go around the corner, and then up to the base. Alright. We need to be in the back over there. There we go. Alright. Objective. We got oh yeah. Okay, now it is time to do indeed convoying. Alright, there we go. Same as last time. I think it's the same like last time. Yep. Got a nice workbench. There's something that looks like it. And this guy has a cover on it, and then this guy has some crates. Okay, very good. A nice smooth little road. Now another one is find and deliver the case. Now we can only do that once I've unlocked the base, because I'm going to need to have something to lift the case, and the case basically right out here, and or right away trying to clean this up. Now what I will also do again is basically I'm gonna make myself a nice road out here. Right, there we go, perfect. There's something on the door. I wonder what was on the door though. Okay, so now we have the tunnel base, which is fantastic, and of course we should have some new stuff in here. Right, and I call it a kit. Okay, so we got this DLC, which is not too expensive. Yeah, I'm missing that one vehicle. That like I believe it's like this guy, but then redneck version. Maybe I unlock it with doing an objective and it's just not shown yet. So in this case, I'm gonna take this guy out and we're gonna make ourselves a little shortcut, which is gonna be super duper handy. Oh, this is some stuff that eventually can be brought to the concrete factory. So what I will also just do is load stuff right up. Alright, with that being out of the way, let's create a road for ourselves. We're gonna put it on sand flattening mode to pass this offside. And yeah, let's just go straight. You know, it's a bit cheaty using this thing, but it's a feature. With smaller trees, it should be possible in real life. But with these big boys, maybe, but I can imagine it wouldn't be very good for this machine though, or at least the blades. Maybe we should go to the left. I believe a little bit to the left is where I did it the last time. I don't need to put a lot of trees down. I just need to see where I'm going. And pouring sand will take care of the rest of it. Will this be worth it? I think it is. Because I kind of feel like if we need to go, you know, from this area to this area, it would be just nicer to just drive straight and then just go around the corner once rather than corner, swirl, corner, and then this is very steep. Ah, yes. Now, in this case, I could be retaining the vehicle, you know, the dump truck at the base in order to get free sand, right? But what if we needed to use a sand quarry or a mobile sand scalper in this case? This here, fake sand. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna doubt this. I need just a little bit, most of the part, except for here at the hill. I need quite a bit. I'm just going to pull it down like itsy bitsy. Jeez. And then it's like, oh, how are you gonna do that? You know, it would be nice if bases could refill too, but a certain range. Now I just do this and we have sand again. Which is a beautiful looking road. And this is gonna make my life so much more easier. And I just bought the new mule with the kit on it because, well, why not? Only 27,000 bucks. I already brought the crane out here because our next objective is to retrieve a package or a crate or something like that. A case. That could also be the case. It should be in the black truck. The first thing that I will have to do is move all of these boulders right down there. And, well, I was hoping for it to roll down, but yeah. Okay, that was a little too much onto the road, but yeah, it wants to roll. So if it gets enough speeds and keep on rolling, it will just roll all the way down, right? Let's see. Let's find like a nice spot. I think down here might be it. Now these things might not be, yeah, that rolly. But how about this guy? Let's give it a bit of a swing, drop it, and roll. There you go. That's how you roll. Like, see? That's what I want. Alright, now of course here comes the most important question. Was it all worth it to mess around with the sand and then the boulders? For certain boulders I had to grip it twice. Certain other boulders, you know, they just kept on rolling. It was just fun to experiment with it, to say. Right now I'm just dragging these stones, or at least trying to drag them stones off the road. Yeah, once the road is like freshly shaved, I can yeah, deliver the object to the base. And I already seen another objective that we're going to do because there is some more convoying. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to manual mode this because it will take care that the blade doesn't go up and down. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. A clean, smooth road. Now at the same time, I'm thinking, you know, maybe I should bring the big boy, the big crane. Yeah, well, yes. Unless I could just do it with this guy. And I'm speaking basically about the bridge again. You know, we're gonna test it out. This guy has more grippy tires, to say. Oh boy. Glad there is no Hollywood explosion coming from that. Ah, look how strong it is. Very good. Alright, that is out of the way. And this mule is lovely. It drives really good. Now let's test its strength. Go on, you can do it. No! I mean, realistically, no. But unrealistically, yes. Ooh. Oh! This is really bad. And even though you could say, JB, pick up the crane, lift this thing up, no problem. Yes, it will be, because at least I think at the moment I am going to go to this vehicle here and sit inside of it, the straps of that vehicle will come loose. I think that was the case, unless it's only with like the crane rope, not with the straps. Ah, it crashed down. The packet is still in there. I'm glad there's not like a very deep ocean down here. First of all, bitch, try it with this crane here. Oh wow. Nah, okay, maybe it's a bit logic because the anchor point was straight on where I am at. Okay, stop. Okay, you know what? That's fine. This is 100% straight. Now let's get this guy out of here. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, let's not do that again, okay? The next bridge will be for the crane, because there is one over there too. For the big crane. Alright, we got 500 whole bucks and 1000 experience points, which is new side objective. Clear the road for the convoy. Oh, okay, so it was even an objective. That's nice. I wonder how much. Maybe these boulders here too. But I also seen another objective, which was I think this one, which is from the eastern tunnel all the way up to, oh no, well, yeah, this one, the eastern tunnel all the way up to this one, which I will have to clear a bit of a road. So I'm going to clean up some of these trees, which can be done with the stump remover, and fill in the blank a little bit. And maybe I'm even going to put these slabs right in here, just to be sure. Alright, I had to leave real quick, but in this case, yeah, I think I would like to do this one first, establish a route to deliver the pipes. I'm going to crumble trees, fill in the blank, and then just set the route. Alright, so meanwhile I was bringing the stump remover right out here, and I was like, do I really want to fill this up with sand and then pave it and whatever not? I mean, it goes from an off-road road to the asphalt road, right? Then I was like, can we not just make a tiny little bridge and make it out of wood? And just spent like, oh, 2 logs on it. And that is 2. Beautiful. That is the quickest bridge I have ever built. Alright, let's see if this is gonna go right or wrong. By the look of it, it should go fine. Now, there's one thing I did notice, and I spoke before about a sand square spot right out here. There seems to be a whole bulk of sand, so maybe if you would like to pave this road, you can put down a sand scalper right out here. Alright, here comes the big test. Ah, it's fine. It's all going to be fine. And there goes one. What is on the door? Oh, I have an idea. Aha! Is that a zombie? An SOS or SOB? There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, that one is done too, or at least okay, 4 more remaining, so that will just keep on going. Yeah, this road is fine. Now, I have been reading comments of people saying that on this DLC map, the roads will decay over time. I'm not sure if it's just the roads in general, or if it's a road that, for example, I have paved. Yeah, we can do this objective right down here. There we go. And the road should all be free for a convoy right now. Where exactly? Over here. Oh. Right, okay, and then it needs to go through this yellow door, so backing it off, it needs to go on this bridge, pass by this, going down here, going down there. We gladly already moved the train carts. Right, dispatch and see how this will go. Gladly it is... Oh, that's different. It's just... Where is your luggage? These are the men in black, huh? Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and one of them. Man, this is... And another one. Holy moly, look at this convoy. That's it, huh? There's 4 black trucks without luggage and 2 mid-sized cargo trucks. Okay. Interesting, interesting. You know, I wonder, are we gonna get to see those 4 trucks in black again? Perhaps like a very, very big convoy coming with trailers and stuff. It'll be interesting. Interesting indeed. It is time to load up this cargo for the next episodes, and then I'm gonna have a second chance to deliver this thing, which I failed the first time. I mean, I could do a little exploration, right? That thing now needs to go here, right? So I don't have to drive around, but it was so much fun, right? Messing around and then fail. Who knows? I will think about it. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section what you want me to do. Drive around and dangerous, or discover the unknown past that bridge. And perfect. Just like my mom always used to make it. Almost. Yes, there we go. Beautiful. That's of course a lot better. Strap it on, and yeah, you guys are gonna decide, so I'm not going